It won't be too much longer before we set this one free with the first of 2 heats of the late models. Damien Hudson and Peter Walker will be your front row. Row 2, Bo Oldfield in the 11, Bruce McKenzie in 6, Warren Oldfield in 15 and 36, Jay Bassinelli. Row 4 will be the 23 of Joe Chalmers and 52, Jay Carty. And the back row, Jamie Oldfield and Brad Blake. 2 drivers at the back are the 2 responsible for the race surface they're racing on tonight as they start to form up, which is waiting for Jay Bassinelli in car number 36. He'll be starting out at P6. My co-commentator is back with us. I think he's either given up or he's sorted out the technical difficulties.
Unfortunately, we can't get the live timing up for those at home, so you might have to follow along with my race pass.
Or listen to us.
Yes, we'll give you all the information.
You have an option.
Yeah, it works every time except for when you need it, right?
So Jay Bassinelli electing to start off the back. Jay Carty will move up a row. He moves into position now. Yellow lights are out. 8 laps of the journey in heat number 1 of the Michael Holmes Racing Performance Parts Alan Blake Late Model Classic. He'll have the 80 and the 81, Damien Hudson and Peter Walker on the front row. Late models are out to make the ground pound here in Bunbury. Set for dispatch. They come out of Catalano's corner. 8 laps of the journey, we're green. And Damien Hudson gets the best of the start. Peter Walker up on the outside. Takes the race lead back to Bo Oldfield in 3rd. Warren Oldfield 4th. And Jamie Oldfield took no time at all. Has moved up to 5th place as they move down the back straight. Back there to Jay Carty in 6th position. And then Joe Chalmers down the main straight. Peter Walker leads the opening lap. Back to Damien Hudson in 2nd place. Then we've got the 3 Oldfield Road. Then Warren. And then Jamie Oldfield in 5th place. Back to Bruce McKenzie, then Brad Blake, as there's 2 different groups there. We've got the lead 5 and then the rest of them. But Peter Walker leads down the main straight after 2.
He certainly does, and how good is Peter Walker? He's got that car looking good. Then back to Damien Hudson in 2nd. He's lost a little bit of ground on that last lap, and Bo Oldfield is waiting behind. As Jason mentioned, there's a separate group from about 6 onwards, and leading that pack is Bruce McKenzie. Brad Blake, of course, seen plenty of this track in recent months, and he gets himself up into 6th. So he's moved himself up a spot. Meanwhile, Peter Walker comes around turns 3 and 4. He's put another lap in the books and about to hit a little bit of lap traffic.
So halfway home, Peter Walker leads. Bo Oldfield moves to 2nd place. Got underneath of Damien Hudson, back to Warren Oldfield and Jamie Oldfield. Just about to lap Jay Bassinelli as they run down the back straight. Bassinelli in the half track high, and 2 of them have got underneath him. The leader's starting to get into a bit of smoke by the looks of it. So Walker leads with a bit of smoke down the back end. Bo Oldfield in 2nd place, finished on the podium a week ago at the Motorplex. Hudson coming back at him, and back then to Warren Oldfield and Jamie Oldfield. And the rest of them are an absolute mile away. They're in another postcode as they move down the main straight. 2 to go for Peter Walker.
This is going to be a good finish. Will Bo Oldfield try and challenge him with a lap and a half to go? Up the back straight they go. Damien Hudson's in trail as well. Those 3 are pretty well the only 3 in it, although Warren Oldfield is not too far away in the speed of things. A lap to go in this one, the white flag out. Peter Walker has had a pretty good run in this one. Bo Oldfield is looking good, and Damien Hudson trying to move up as well. Here comes Bo Oldfield, got a challenge on this last corner. They come around turns 3 and 4. Peter Walker goes up wide, gets around turns 4, goes okay and holds on. Peter Walker from Bo Oldfield, Damien Hudson, Warren Oldfield in 4th. Great drive up in front from him. And a huge win for Peter Walker in heat number 1 of the late models. Good drive from Bo Oldfield in behind him as well. Tried everything. Peter Walker put that car nice and sideways into turns 4, kept the gate close, and picks up the heat race win. Great drive from him. There, and Joe Chalmers got the best lap of the race there with a 16.456, and he finished back in 6th. So we'll head downstairs for the winner in Peter Walker.
Thanks very much, guys. Just waiting for Walker to take off his helmet. It's his first heat win in the Pro Dirt Series this year. What a fantastic drive that was. I'll get you to turn your engine off when you can. I know these guys heat up their engines and they don't like them turning them off straight away. He's puffing and panting a little bit. Pete Walker, how good was that?
Oh, that was arms up. That was bloody, that track was a handful. It probably wasn't pretty to watch, but it was a lot of fun. The turn 3 and 4 is pretty tricky, but look, that's my first heat win in the Pro Dirt Series, so I'm absolutely stoked. That's bloody awesome. You know, me and Marshall are a small team, you know, so we're punching above our weights with this stuff. So yeah, this is pretty exciting for us. Pretty stoked.
Fantastic effort, mate. Well done, Peter Walker. Thanks to Heatleys for their sponsorship too from the Pro Dirt Series, and also MHR Performance Parts, who are supporting the late models here tonight at Bunbury Speedway.
Thanks very much, Jace. As heat number 2 is out on the racetrack, Abby Pickering in 95 and Luke Halliday in 94 will be your front row. Rod Massara in car number 21, and beside him should be the 39 of Chris Barrow. Row number 3, the 74 of Nathan Richards, and 54 David Nylander. Row number 4, 90 David Boys, and 26 Ken McPherson. And row number 5, the 91 of Michael Holmes and the 28 of Matt Sangston. Can't see which car's not out there. Looks like we're good to go now. He is out there. Field of 10 for heat 2. Gate closes.
We get ready for heat number 2. Lights go green this time around. We are away. Luke Halliday on the outside gets a pretty good start. Rod Mazzara sits in there as well, and Abby Pickering slides right in the middle. Then it's back to Chris Barrow, who lost a lot of ground there, but around the outside tries Rod Mazzara, shuts the door. Does Abby Pickering, but out in front after a lap is car 94 of Luke Halliday. Then back to the 95 of Abby Pickering, Rod Mazzara, Chris Barrow, Nathan Richards in there.
Yellows.
So, yellows are on. In turn 4.
Kenny McPherson just clobbered the wall right beside the control lights up there in Catalano's corner. You can see where the fence has been cleaned by his hit into the concrete. And that's not good news for the 26 car. Not good news when you've got a race on the infield between the blue tractor and the red forklift. They're not exactly going at express speed, but they're both heading in Kenny McPherson's direction. I know Jason Sutton is up there on the scene. Come in, Jace, if you need to.
Yeah, cheers, Crowie. There's a fair bit of damage on this car in the 26, but it is repairable. So it's all just panel damage, to be honest, and at the moment. So I think Kenny will be able to panel beat that back out if he's got no motor issues, but his front end's gone. So his rack's out of it as well, so that's why he can't take any further part, but I'm sure they can get that fixed, hopefully.
While you're up there, Jace, just the track conditions tonight, from your vantage point, you're right there on the surface at the moment?
Yeah, to be honest, Crowie, very good. Normally Bunbury ruts up, to be honest, and since they've been using these new equipment during the week, it's actually very, very smooth. There was a little rut coming up in 3, and there was one down in 1 and 2, but to be honest with you, very, very smooth, and plenty of drive on it at the moment, so it'll be interesting to see. It'll be a bit of a guessing game, I think, with Jamie and the crew, how much water they put on and when they put it on. So, yeah, very happy with the track, I would assume, at the moment, because it's not rutting up and it's not producing a lot of dust.
Certainly not. So the 26 car goes back and sadistically goes past the forklift, who was looking for a job and didn't get it. The blue tractor won out.
Oh dear.
So 1 lap down and 7 to go.
Good crowd.
Yeah, it's really built up, hasn't it?
Coming in for
really
tonight.
Good crowd.
It's great to see.
We will have some giveaways coming up soon too.
Yeah. Sunflower Animal Farm, we've got a family pass for 4 in there. We've got $50 vouchers to Froth. There's some hats being given out later on as well.
They're actually coming up soon.
Oof.
7 o'clock, I was told.
7 o'clock. 14 minutes and counting as we get ready to go green. Luke Halliday off the fronts. Here's Abby Pickering and Rod Mazzara behind. Away we go. already one in the book, so 7 to go for this one. Luke Halliday picks up where he left off and heads down the back straight, flies away from Rod Mazzara, who's got himself up into second, lost going third on the restart. They've split the gap there, and a bunch of cars behind him. Avery Pickering, Chris Barrow, and Nathan Richards as well, and Michael Holmes in there as we get around one more time, and with 6 laps to go.
So out in front, it is Luke Halliday and on his hammer. Oh, that was close. Abby Pickering nearly into the concrete, the same place as Kenny McPherson. The race continues. It's a race in 2. Luke Halliday and trying to mow him down is Rocket Rod Massara. The length of the back straight ahead of everybody else. Into the main straight, we come halfway home. Luke Halliday from Rod Massara, back then to Abby Pickering.
Fair
Spin.
Oh, and a contact too with Matt Sexton.
Nathan Richards spinning in front of the field in the 74 car, right in front of Matt Sangston in the 28, and also the 39 of Chris Barrow, and we're yellow.
So not the start they were hoping for, or the finish they were hoping for. We got 4 of the laps done, and Luke Halliday and Rod Mazzara, they were well in a different postcode.
Yeah, Jace, you're down there again. No damage, I don't think, to Nathan Richards.
Nah, just a little bit of superficial stuff on the card. Pretty easy to go out, but he spun all on his own. Drone won't be very happy with that. So, and the 28 Max Sangston, I think, went in full noise, so he's very, very lucky to get away with what he's got away with.
Thanks, Jace. And Jace Sutton doing a great job downstairs. It's the 39 of Chris Barrow about to rejoin us. They're bringing the cone out again. The cone not required. Cone not required for late models. No. We don't have our normal cone operator here tonight.
He's a veteran too, the normal cone operator.
Yeah, he's probably asleep on the back row of the grass at Manjimup, I reckon. So restart coming up. We have now got to 4 laps down. 4 down and 4 laps to go. Jared, can you try and get through 2 without another stoppage, please?
Easily. Luke Halliday will lead us away. Rod Mazzara and Abby Pickering has been the top 3 through this, although Rod Mazzara had a pretty good last restart and be hoping for that again. Luke Halliday's away. He's been the man to catch in this one. Half the journey to go in heat number 2 of the late models. So around they go up past some Pearson Teenies, and Luke Halliday leads it away. Big move from Dave Nylander. He's got himself up into 3rd position, albeit momentarily. They bunch up and he does, so he's got himself a couple of spots in that restart. 3 laps to go for Luke Halliday. Back then to Rod Mazzara in 2nd, and David Nylander in 3rd. That's relegated Michael Holmes into 4th, and Abby Pickering back to 5th in that one. And Abby Pickering has got David Boyce hot on her heels as well. That race leader, Luke Halliday, has 2 to go.
So 2 laps to go for our race leader, Luke Halliday. Massara right on his hammer, and not far behind is David Nylander in the 54. They run down the back straight here in Bunbury. Josh Starling goes to a white flag. 1 lap to go into the main straight. Luke Halliday just in front. Back to Massara in 2nd, then Nylander and Michael Holmes. Here comes Rod Massara looking for an outside run. Levels up side by side down the back straight the final time. Will he go on with it on the outside? Oh, here he comes. Grandstand finish. He drives right round the outside. Great drive. Rod Massara wins by a car length on Luke Halliday. Back then to David Nylander. Back in 4th place, Michael Holmes, David Boyes. Then Abby Pickering, Chris Barrow, Matt Sangston and Nathan Richards. Put your hands together for Rod Massara. What a move right round the outside on the last corner to take victory from Luke Halliday. David Nylander 3rd, the winning margin, 0.192 of a second. It is car number 21, your winner of heat number 2 of the late models here tonight. Well, what a finish that was. He takes the win from Luke Halliday, David Nylander, Michael Holmes and David Boyes, your first 5. Jace, great finish to heat number 2.
Wow, Bunbury, if you paid to get through the gate, I tell you what, that was worth half the fee right there. Rocket Rod Massara absolutely on fire. Thanks to Heatley's Safety and Industrial here at Bunbury and also MHR Performance Parts for the late models tonight. What a show. And I just want to say, how good was David Nylander back from the in the back of the field? He'd put on a great show on the outside too. They went to a different shock package, went to their old shock package, and it's doing them a world of good. And I think David's grown a little bit of kahunas as well. The team weren't happy with him, so they told him to get up on the wheel or they're going home. Rocket Rod Massara, mate, what a drive around the outside. Looks very technical on the top. If you don't get it right, you're going to put the anchor on.
Yeah, it's a bit tricky up there, but you got to have a go. A couple of times I thought we were going to put her in the wall, but just hung in there and it worked. It paid off. So it was a good race with Luke there for a couple of laps, and it's good to get the win.
Good confidence booster. You come through the field. I mean, through the division, you've raced modifieds and production sedans and all that kind of stuff. But coming into late models, you don't just come into them and start being good. You've got to do a little bit of apprenticeship, and you're getting up to the front of the field now.
Yeah, look, it's our 5th season now, and look, it's a lot of hard work, and it's you can't do it without the support we got. We got a massive amount of sponsors. There's a lot to list. And our crew and the family. We have massive support, so it's good to get a heat win. Hopefully we can stick it up the front in the final somewhere and mix it up with the Oldfields and Chalmers and Halliday and all them guys, so it'll be good.
Well, if late models can keep putting that on all night, we'll stay as long as it takes. So thanks very much, guys. What a fantastic 2 heats of late model racing. Thanks to MHR Performance Parts. Your Heat 2 winner, Rocket Rod Massara.
Thanks, Jace. Great drive from him.
Row number 2, the 52 of Jay Carty and the 90 of David Boyes. Row number 3, the 36 of David Bassinelli and 74 Nathan Richards. Row number 4 is the N6 of Bruce McKenzie and the 21 of Rocket Rod Massara. And row number 5 is the 81 of Peter Walker and the 95 of Abby Pickering. This, of course, is the Michael Holmes Racing Alan Blake Late Model Classic. And it is heat number 3 coming away. Of course, Michael Holmes Racing Performance Parts have parts for everything from a junior sedan to a sprint car and everything in between.
And we get ready to go green. It is Brad Blake, who has seen plenty of this track in recent months. In fact, probably got a bed somewhere here. From Michael Holmes, Jay Carty and David Boyes.
Definitely not up here. Too many holes.
Green lights are on for heat number 3. Brad Blake gets a pretty good start from around the outside. Comes the 91 car of Michael Holmes. He gets himself up into front. Brad Blake drops back to second. David Boyes in third. Now third. He does get up and around. They sort themselves out into some sort of order behind. But our race leader out in front is the man in Michael Holmes from Jay Carty and David Boyes. Good start from Michael Holmes for this one. Having a good night out on the track. Disastrous cloud dust, everything in between out the back for the car 95 of Abby Pickering. She's put it on the infield for a moment with 6 to go.
Another close finish coming up, you feel, in the late models. Michael Holmes out in front. Jay Carty, Brad Blake, the first 3. David Boyes, then Rod Massaras up to 5th place. And behind them, it's Nathan Richards. Out of pits bend we come. Michael Holmes leads this one through. Back then to Jay Carty, Brad Blake. 4th is David Boyes, and then back to Rod Massara. Nathan Richards is after that. Then Peter Walker, Abby Pickering, Jay Bassinelli, and Bruce McKenzie. Up into pits bend they go once again. Jay Carty on the back end of our race leader, Michael Holmes. We got 4 down and 4 to go.
It's going to be a good finish this one. Michael Holmes will be under pressure very soon from Jay Carty, looking the way he's driving behind. 4 laps to go. That 3.5 as they head down the back straight away. Brad Blake is back in third by 4 or 5 car lengths. They head into the front straight with 3 to go. Michael Holmes is just doing enough to edge him out. Meanwhile, Brad Blake is coming back on Jay Carty, getting it around and playing him a podium position. Of course, the Alan Blake Classic tonight. Brad Blake out there, all the Blake family showing us how to drive these cars. But out in front with 2 to go, it's Michael Holmes.
So Michael Holmes leads from Jay Carty, Brad Blake, David Boyes, and the 21 car, Rod Massara. There's 4 of them locked together. About 20 metres adrift of our race leader. Down the back straight, 1.5 laps left to go. White flag comes out from Josh Starling downstairs. Our race leader is Michael Holmes. Second place, Jay Carty, Brad Blake, David Boyes, and then back in 5th place is Rod Massara as they go out of Pearson Teenies and back down the back straight the final time. Oh, trouble further back. We've got a car that's spun. That is going to be the 95, I think, of Abby Pickering. It is. And we are yellow. It's because it's 2 laps to go or less. The witch's hat does come out on this occasion. So it will be single file around the cone.
Boo, Jerome. But fair enough, that's the rules. We understand, Jerome. What bothers me, though, is the 0 car sitting on the infield, which is not good.
Oh. Didn't see Brad actually pull off. So Brad Blake, who was in 3rd place, is OUT out. Green, white, checkered flag finish to Heat 3 of the Alan Blake Classic. Michael Holmes will lead them around the cone. Jay Carty in 2nd place as they move down the main straight on this restart. Into Pearson Teenies we go. Challenges of galore here. We got David Boyce there, Rod Massara, and also in that pack is Peter Walker. Walker checks up as they come into the main straight. White flag is out, 1 to go. For our race leader, Michael Holmes. Jay Carty in 2nd, won't go away. Neither will David Boyce, and neither will the 21 of Rod Massara. Into turn 3 and 4 the final time to the checkered flag. Michael Holmes wins heat number 3. Jay Carty is next, then David Boyce, Rod Massara, Peter Walker. Then we go back to Bruce McKenzie, Nathan Richards, Jay Bassinelli, and Abby Pickering. Michael Holmes wins heat number 3 in car number 91. 3 heat winners from 3 starts. The 91 doing a U-turn here, so get the driver on the left-hand side of the car, so we can see on the camera is doing the right thing. So Jace, we've had 3 heats, 3 different winners. It's setting up for a finish, a pretty exciting finish to the night.
Absolutely, guys, and that's what's really cool about the Pro Dirt Series. If we don't do time trials, we get like a draw and then it's inverted, so we often get 4 heat winners. He's puffed out a little bit. Now, I'm just going to say, and he's shaking his head, he's right, he's ready to go like Rocky Balboa. I'm just going to say, good shock package there, dude. And that car could move all around, and I'm sure you can pick those shocks up at MHR Performance. But it's major sponsor tonight. Well done on the heat win, mate.
Thanks, buddy. Look, big hands, big shout out to Jamie Oldfield, Brad Blake, all the work they've put into this track. I'm going to say it right now. Right then, that track was about as perfect as you'll get. It was awesome. Cars going great. American races, Penske shocks. I'm ready to do a 50 lapper. Let's make it 100. I'm ready to go.
Well, if he's ready to do 100 laps, I can tell you what, that's coming up in March, mate, so just get a little bit fitter. Congratulations, MHR Performance Parts, major sponsor tonight for the late models here. Heat number 3 winner, MHR Performance Parts, main man is Michael Holmes.
So heat number 4 out on the racetrack. Let's give you the starting grid. Matt Sangston and Jamie Oldfield on row number 1. Ken McPherson, Joe Chalmers, row 2. David Nylander, Warren Oldfield, row 3. Chris Barrow, Bo Oldfield, row 4. Luke Halliday, Damien Hudson, row 5. And Jared O'Brien, where are you? You're somewhere down near the start-finish line, I think.
No, I am. I thought this heat's just about ready to go. So I've got the giveaways ready to go down here. Should we do it after this heat, you reckon, Jason?
I think so.
I'll call from down here. It's nice and cool down here.
Okay. Where are you sitting, or where are you?
Just under the steps.
Oh, okay, so can't see you. But anyway, I'll trust you there. You can kick us off with heat number 4.
Do some star jumps so we can see you, all right?
As we get ready to go green, heat number 4 of the late models.
There's one scratching, by the way. Kenny McPherson in the 26 was scheduled to start out at 3.
So do we Matt Sangston and Jamie Oldfield to lead us away for heat number 4 in the late models. They get ready to go green. The John Day 8 pace chute pulls off. Great start, and it is the 28th. We it's a really good start there. They head around, very, very tight. Oh, up against the fence. It's close, quarters down here. Green lights stay on, and flying away is the 51 car there. Heads down the front straight. Does Jamie Oldfield, as you expect here. Does really well at the Bunbury Speedway. Then it's back to Joe Chalmers in second, and then the 15 car has got himself up into third in Warren Oldfield. So 2 down in this one and 6 to go.
So Jamie Oldfield leads, got trouble further back in the field. That is David Nylander in the 54 that's come to grief. He's going to roll to the infield. Jamie Oldfield leads this one. Well, David Nylander should be rolling the infield. He's meandering. The yellow lights have had to come on. And we go yellow after 2. He did get to the infield eventually, but not before the steward put the yellows on. Jace?
That didn't look good at all. Big puff of smoke came out of that when he went into 3 and shut it off very, very early. So let's just hope that that's nothing major, but it didn't look good.
Yeah, there's a little bit of smoke coming out the engine compartment from our vantage point up here. Here we go with the restart. 6 laps to go. Jamie Oldfield leads them away. Joe Chalmers is there, and on the outside, Warren Oldfield goes around the outside of Joe Chalmers, and on the inside, Bo Oldfield makes it 3 Oldfields. 1, 2, 3. 51, 15 and 11. Chalmers to try and fight back on the inside of Bo Oldfield as we complete the 3rd lap. Jamie Oldfield out in front from Warren Oldfield, Bo Oldfield. Joe Chalmers is next, then the 94 car of Luke Halliday, Damien Hudson. Further back in the field, Chris Barrow and Matt Sangston. Now race leader is running right away with this one. 16.6 the last time around halfway home.
Jamie Oldfield it is, and a 1.423 difference. Then it's back to Bo Oldfield in 3rd, and then the 23 car of Joe Chalmers is how they sit. The 80 car pulls off. Damien Hudson is OUT out of this one, puts a cloud of dust up, put another lap in the books. So, how can anyone track him down in Jamie Oldfield? Warren Oldfield is trying. There is a pretty good battle for 2nd and 3rd at the moment, and that might be the only battle because Jamie Oldfield is the one that is splitting the seat in this one from Warren Oldfield, and Bo Oldfield is trying to get underneath.
Well, 2 laps to go, and it's a 1-horse affair. 2.2 seconds is the margin. Jamie Oldfield leading, Warren Oldfield, Bo Oldfield 3rd. We have said that before in another category. It was Jason that was in the top 3 in that occasion in a national street stock final. But on this occasion, it's Jason's son, Bo, doing a great job behind Warren. But out in front, in the distance, is the green machine. The 51 of Jamie Oldfield comes out at turn number 4 and wins comfortably. Jamie Oldfield first across the line, 2nd Warren Oldfield, Bo Oldfield 3rd, then Joe Chalmers. Back in 5th place, it's Luke Halliday. And then it'll be Chris Barrow coming out at turn number 3 is next. And last to complete the distance is Matt Sangston in car number 28. Jamie Oldfield wins by 3.138 seconds and had the quick lap of the race, a 16.507 in taking out heat race number 4. Late models flying tonight. Jamie Oldfield the winner from Warren Oldfield, Bo Oldfield and Joe Chalmers, your top 4 in the Michael Holmes Racing Performance Parts Alan Blake Classic here tonight for the late models. And the 51 car of Jamie Oldfield has had a lot to do, Jace, with the reconfiguration and the track surface, and I think he'd be pretty happy.
Absolutely. Now, he's not going to turn the engine off because it's running a little bit sort of warm, so he wants to keep it running, so we'll do the best we can. I might ask him, what do you think about the track curator, buddy?
He's going all right so far, I think, but hopefully the track holds up. We're going to have to do something in the interval. It's a bit slick in the middle, but we'll see what we can do. I think so far the track's good, and the sprint cars might push it up a little bit wider yet. We'll see how we go.
It's a pretty good late model track, though. It makes you move around, but the cars can be good on the bottom if you set them up properly.
Yeah, it's smooth enough. We're not bottoming out. We're not jumping around, so I'm pretty happy with it so far. We'll go and work on this thing and get some more traction and see how we go.
All right, mate. Well, you better do some work because you haven't done enough during the week, all right? He just looked at me like, yeah, okay then. I can get away with that. Heat number 4 winner, Jamie Oldfield. I tell you what, boys, who really impressed me was Bo Oldfield. He passed the 23 car on the bottom with pretty much ease. A former Australian champion, mind you. He got that car working number 11 on the bottom, so watch out for that car later on in the feature race.
Yeah, we